Once upon a time, Lila was a curious girl who loved to explore. One sunny afternoon, while wandering near the edge of her village, she discovered a hidden path behind a cluster of old oak trees. The path was narrow, covered in soft moss, and wound through bushes of wildflowers. It felt as if the path was calling her, so Lila followed it without hesitation. Soon the path led her to a line of rocks that formed a small hill. Lila climbed over them, her heart racing with excitement. When she reached the top, she gasped. Below her was a magical garden, unlike anything she'd ever seen. At the center of the garden, a sparkling stream danced in the sunlight, flowing gently over smooth stones. Lila jumped from rock to rock, carefully crossing to the other side. Her bare feet splashed in the cool water, making her giggle. On the other side, a family of bunnies hopped toward her, their noses twitching with curiosity. Lila sat down in the soft grass, laughing as they nuzzled her hands. Butterflies fluttered around her, and birds chirped from the trees. It felt like she had entered a world full of new friends. As she stood to explore more of the garden, something in the distance caught her eye. A deer, gracefully standing at the edge of the trees. Its brown eyes met Lila's for a moment before it bounded away, disappearing into the forest. Feeling adventurous, Lila took out her little magnifying glass she always carried with her. She crouched down and examined the tiny creatures at her feet. Ants marched in a line, and beetles crawled along the stems of flowers. She even spotted a ladybug resting on a leaf, its red shell gleaming in the sunlight. Just then, a soft rustle in the bushes made her freeze. Slowly, she turned, and there, peeking out, was a wolf. But the wolf's eyes weren't fierce. They were kind and curious, just like Lila's. She held out her hand, and to her surprise, the wolf stepped closer, sniffing her fingers before gently nuzzling her palm. Lila smiled and whispered, "Hello, friend." The wolf wagged its tail, and together they ventured deeper into the forest side by side. The trees grew taller, and the air cooler as they wandered along hidden trails. Lila and the wolf walked for what felt like hours, sharing silent moments of trust and friendship. Suddenly they came upon something extraordinary, a towering, ancient castle, its walls covered in ivy. The castle looked as though it had been lost to time, but it was beautiful. Lila's heart filled with wonder as she imagined all the stories the castle might hold. With her new wolf friend by her side, Lila knew she had discovered something truly magical. A secret garden, a wild forest, and an ancient castle that she would return to again and again.